Hi, my name's May. I love yarn. I love to knit and crochet. And I also happen to have been born visually impaired, legally blind, and I knit and crochet by feel. And in today's video, we are going to single crochet through the back loop. Okay. And when you crochet, at the top of your stitch, a crochet stitch has 3 loops, and on the top you've got your 2 loops, and then of course you have that 3rd loop down on the bottom. Most of the time we're just going to ignore that, and so the majority of the time when you crochet, you go under both loops. You stick your hook in under both loops unless your pattern specifies otherwise, right? So, but sometimes you might want to create a real stretchy ribbing for a whole variety of reasons. Maybe for the band on a hat, maybe to put cuffs on some fingerless gloves, or maybe even to do a waistband, right? And so that's where it can be really helpful to learn how to crochet through the back loop to create this little ribbing effect, this little stretch thing that we got going on here. And so, with whatever you're doing, however many stitches you want, when you make your chain, you just want to make one more. So I have 8 loops here that we're going to work through, and that meant that I chained 9, and then like normal, right, you crochet into that 2nd loop. So when you crochet into the back loop, the loop that is closest to you is your front loop, and the loop that is furthest away from you is your back loop. And so as somebody who's visually impaired, I talk about needing to, I'm right-handed, so I have my crochet hook in my right hand with 1 loop on it. I talk about how I usually use my thumb and my index finger to really pinch that stitch and locate it. Well, now I just need to make sure that I'm just pinching that back loop that I go into so that I can locate it, and then stick my hook in there, and then I yarn over the hook. I twist it, I pull it back through. I have 2 loops on my crochet hook, and then I'm going to yarn over and twist my hook and pull through both loops, and then I slide my thumb and index finger over, and I grab this next stitch, and I grab the back loop of it, pinch it with my thumb and index finger, touch my hook to the thumb so I can feel that back loop, stick my hook in there, yarn over, pull my hook back through, 2 loops on the crochet hook, yarn over, twist my hook, pull through both loops, and then slide my thumb and index finger over to the next stitch. Make sure that when I feel the top of that stitch that I just pinch that back loop, then make contact with my crochet hook with my thumb and index finger, stick the hook through that back loop, yarn over, drop a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, twist my hook, 1 loop on the hook. We will do that a few more times. We'll go through these 8 stitches, right? We got only 8 stitches here, so I'll do it with you all 8 times. That should be 4, right? We should have just done 4. Oops, and of course I dropped my crochet hook trying to show you what I was doing. Okay, we'll do 4 more here. I probably should have, I'll be honest with you, I'm working on a DK weight yarn right now with a 4.25 millimeter hook, and I'm just going to tell you, it's pretty challenging for me to do by feel, okay? I struggle to work, to crochet with yarns that are much smaller than I love to knit with, you know, the DK weight yarns, but crochet by feel is definitely harder for me to do. So we should have 2 more to do here. Into the stitch, yarn over, drop that loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and this should be the last one. Can sometimes be hard to feel that back loop, but you can pull it, you can pinch it with your thumb and your index finger, touch your hook to your thumb so you know where you're putting your hook, stick it in that last loop, yarn over, drop a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and at the end of your row you want to go ahead and chain 1 and then turn your work, and this is what your work should look like. It kind of gets this ridge to it, right? You got this nice little ridge. We are creating ribbing, and I love to make ribbing on waistbands when I knit, and so I have really struggled to do ribbing with crochet, but I think I finally got it. It's a slow process, right? Trying to feel each stitch and then trying to separate the two loops on the top so that I'm only grabbing the back loop. But that's basically how you do it. You feel with your thumb and your index finger the stitch that you're working into, and then you separate those two loops, right? So it's not just about feeling the stitch now, it's about separating the two loops and then making sure that you only pinch the back loop. And so that's the one that you want to stick your hook into. Okay, well, I hope that this was helpful, and until next time, happy stitching.